Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Timisha, Mrs. Coda, and here is raw footage of me working with a client inside their home. I hope you enjoy. Take care.
Have anything like, or like if I had one of these little vests over the
Oh, if it was too high
the bathroom and
in the
too
closet?
high,
Okay.
she would say, use this.
So when you do use
Use it to bring it down.
so when you do use it, hold it like that.
Yes.
And sometimes it might be too heavy, so what you can do is you can bring your other hand up to help you. Like
You
that.
put your hand like that and you bring it down.
Yeah. Now this one's really long because some of these, they're not as long. So this one is really, really long.
Alright.
So, alright. So I'm going to go through all of them with you. So typically, you would see these equipment here. Usually we call it hip kit items or ADL items. So if somebody had like a hip replacement, they would usually go home with this stuff. Reason being is because they have like precautions. They can't bend over. They can't cross their legs. Okay, so the only way they can get to their feet and be able to dress themselves is by using this. So I'm just going to go through each of them real quick to show you how they work. Alright, so this is called a reacher. So what you do with the reacher, when you pull the lever right here, when you pull it, it closes the end, and then when you release it, it opens.
Yes.
So if you have pants here and you want to put it on, okay, I'm going to show you. Just watch me. I'm going to show you. When you have pants and you want to put it on, you bring it straight out in front of you. All right? And let's say...
This too long in truth because there was one that I was using at one time. And that was to pull the socks up.
Well, that's this one, and we're gonna use that one. This is what you're gonna use to pull your socks up.
Okay.
So we're gonna use this after. We're gonna run through them.
All right.
So let's say you had a left hip replacement. Say your left hip was replaced. So whenever you're dressing, you will always want to dress your operating side first. The weak side.
They used to say the weak side.
The weak side. So the operating side, the weak side. Reason being because you can't lift your leg up as high.
All right.
All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and clamp in the pants. You're gonna bring it down to the ground, and you're gonna put your foot inside. Okay. So hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick, right? You're gonna put it inside. Bring it down. And you're gonna bring your leg through. Okay? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna show you. Okay. I'm gonna have you try.
Thanks for the suicide information because
and this is gonna be right here in front of you.
And committed suicide.
So you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna clamp inside.
Thank you, Pastor. And he's talking
bring it down to the ground.
Try
Try not to bend over. Yeah. Put your leg through. Gotta watch what you're doing though.
And the answer is yes, indeed. And it's all
okay, so now you're on the wrong side. So bring it back down.
Scripture. And if you want a copy, you can write to us. And I'll
bring it
put
to
it on
you.
The screen. And you write to us, and we'll send. You can send up a donation if you can. We got people.
And you're gonna pull this up now.
Can't pay anything. We have people in prison. Can't pay anything. Okay. And so
once your foot is inside, you can move this out of the way.
But you write to us, and we'll be glad to send it to you.
Okay, so I can take this from you.
And then here's a letter we got.
Then you're gonna pull it up.
Rapid City, South Dakota, and this is from a nurse.
So don't put the second first yet.
I started watching your program when I was working night shifts and I couldn't get to church.
Yep.
I never stopped. Thanks for this great ministry. I told my friend in prison to watch. My whole family sometimes comes over
all the way up
church with me on TV.
So you have that leg in, you're gonna do the same thing with the other leg. Now remember, you can't bend over because let's say you had that operation, the pain will strike you and it'll remind you. Okay?
Yes.
So you're gonna use this. You're gonna clamp. Good.
Have a blessed day.
Yep, and then get the stronger leg in. And then you're gonna pull up here. There you go. Push your legs. Have a seat.
I'm 7 years
Make sure you look back. and have a seat. So now when we're taking it off, we're going to always undress the stronger side because it's easier to move, right?
Yes.
So you're going to push this down as far as you can past your knee. But you're not gonna bend over. You're just gonna push it down as much as you can. And now you can use this to get it off. So I always tell people it's always good to go from the back a little bit. So when you open this up, you clamp right here, right inside. And you're gonna push it right off your foot. So your foot's gonna go straight out. Okay. So then you're gonna bring this back. You're gonna clamp again down here. Yep, right here. So you clamp and you're gonna push it down as you pull your foot back.
Keep on keeping on. And I put that in because I think that is so neat.
And then you do the same thing on the other side.
For transportation. We're ready to go to heaven. We're waiting for the transportation. Maybe it'll be the rapture, and maybe God will just come and take us, well, however it is. But eventually, we're all going to be together with the Lord in heaven. So I hope that you were right. I'm going to put the address on
there you go, and that's it.
Screen.
So can you give me the pants? You use them. Use this.
Oh.
We know what to preach about.
And then you're gonna bring it to your hand.
Answer questions for people.
Yeah.
So we just love.
So it takes practice to get used to. Plus, this is really long for you.
It's long.
So
Yes.
if it was, I would probably have you use a 16-inch. That looks like more like
This
20. Because you're shorter, so you don't need something so long.
long.
All right.
That's true.
So that's that one. So now you want to do the socks one? The socks one's free. Okay. So for the socks one, you have a couple of different items. You can use this one, or you can use this. This is and the good thing about the dressing stick, it allows you to take your socks off. So the way you hold it makes all the difference, okay? When you're using this, you want to hold it just like that.
Okay.
Yep, you're going to bring your foot straight out, and you're going to push it right down off your heel.
He was a contemporary of Martin Luther, and Melanchthon wrote, "There is no voice which has ever
And then you
been
bring it to
heard,
you.
either
You're gonna
in
bring it to your
heaven
hand.
or in earth, more exalted, more holy, more faithful, more fruitful, more sublime
Yep, just
than
like
the
that.
prayer offered up by the
You want to
Son
do the
of
other
God
sock too?
to himself." And so the Son of God talked to the Father, and we are on holy ground. Warren Wiersbe makes a comment. He says it's the greatest prayer ever prayed on earth, and the greatest prayer recorded anywhere in Scripture. John chapter 17 is certainly the Holy of Holies of the Gospel record, and we must approach this chapter in the spirit of humility and worship. To think that we're privileged to listen to
And
the
right to your
inner
hand.
God, and the Son converses with his Father just as he's about to give his life up as a ransom
This
for
is
sinners.
a sock
And
aid.
so he talks and he's praying
So,
now because he's on the way to the
I could take.
cross.
This works.
He did that so his disciples
Is you're
could
gonna bring
just
it
see
between your legs.
the wonderful communion
You're gonna hold
between
it.
the Father and
So
the
you have a
Son.
good.
And
So
they
it's
could see what
sturdy,
he was
so it doesn't
talking
move.
about and what he was
Okay.
thinking
And the same
about.
way you would put your socks on your feet is the same way you're gonna put it onto the sock aid.
If the
So you're gonna
Lord's
open up the
recorded
sock.
prayer in the Bible,
You're gonna roll it up.
praying.
You're gonna put it on. So it's important though, you want to make sure you pull it all the way on. Because if you don't pull it all the way on, some of it's going to be hanging off and you're going to have to pull it up. So when you push it all the way down, now you know it's going to be able to get completely on. Now you never want to come over this, because if you come over that, it's going to restrict the pull.
Mm-hmm.
So once you have this on, the sock aid, there's a reason for the rope. You're going to drop it down to the floor, and you're going to use the handles here. So hold the handles, and you're going to push your foot in, point your toes to the floor, and pull up. Pull up with this. Voila.
Wow.
Wow.
Mhm. And you didn't bend over once to do it.
No.
Right. So this is the kind of tools we would use for somebody that had a hip replacement. Because when they have that replacement, if they were to bend forward, what they would do is pop their hip out of place.
Yes.
Or if they was to bring their leg up, it will pop their hip out of place.
And put them in more pain.
So this is why we do these things, because we want to allow people to become independent again as fast as they can.
Yes.
So let's do the other side. This time I'm going to have you do it.
That's the only one, that only choice, heaven or hell, your choice. I'll take you.
And they do come in like different sizes. This one is pretty hard. It's pretty sturdy, but
Because it's a small size.
But they do come with some that is
Fittable.
it's a little bit more flexible, and that's meant for somebody that tends to get a lot of swelling in their feet, so it can extend. So okay, so you all want to check to make sure that this is flat. So when you pull it up, it comes up completely. It can be scrunched up like this here. That's no problem. But at the end, you want to make sure that it's nice and
smooth here.
Nice and smooth and not passing the knob. Okay. All right. So you can use the rope. Good. You're going to point your toes down to the floor and pull up with the rope. All the way up.
Secondly,
Good.
the word of God for another thing. They knew that in Jesus they saw the Father, because the Father was in the Son.
Laces that's below,
And so
you can flip it under
it's an interesting
and throw it right
and it
into it,
here,
just like
I
that.
pray not for the world. So he says,
Wow.
I pray for my own disciples,
Okay.
but I don't
So
pray
when you
for
throw
the
it in
world.
there, what happens
And that doesn't
is
sound
that the
like
lace is going to hold it
Jesus
away
does,
for
but
you.
it's
So
just
once you
the
get
way
your
they
foot
say
in,
he says that
you
I
can just pop
I
it.
Pop
pray
it
not
out.
for the
Pop it out.
world. And what he's
Okay.
saying is, I'm
So
praying
first,
for you
before you
as
press
my
down, make sure you bring your foot back.
Follow Jesus and you'll walk
So before you press down, make sure you bring your foot back so you have enough space to get the...
you can live in the church in your little town or your community, and you have a Bible study group.
So that one
2 or 3 are
took
gathered
a
together
little
by
extra
name.
work on that
This
one.
one take longer
And so you draw
and
nigh to
extra
God.
work,
And he
yes.
wants us
So you
to
see this
unite
hook right here?
working together.
We can use that hook to
There's
just pull that out.
is in the word, but then he goes on and says, I pray not that thou shouldst take them out of the world.
Use two hands if you need to.
God, I'm praying the Father, don't take them out of the world.
So you're using it on the rope itself?
That is,
I mean,
he's
not the rope, the
calling us
lace
to get
itself?
into some monastery and hide ourselves.
When you push-
He's not
yeah.
calling us to be
So
isolated.
when you do it,
He's
you're going to
calling
want
us to go
to push it away
into
from
the
your body.
world and shine for Jesus.
And that's it.
Honor Jesus.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about this?
So don't press down on your foot yet. Just try to get the shoehorn in first before you press down on the shoe. So bring it around the side. Bring it around the side. Then bring it around your heel. There you go. Okay. So if you move your heel up and down, there you go. You got it. Now you got it. Good. Now another way of taking it off.